Hello, I'm Siren Dreaming and welcome to my channel. And we're back with another Animal Crossing meets The Sims, where I create Animal Crossing characters and then create their house. But in this one, we're not really creating a house because we're creating the Nooks, Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy. So instead of creating a home for them, I'm creating Nook's Cranny. So I'm basically just making a store. And a lot of things happened where I'm just not 100% like in love with these sim versions of the Nooks. I just prefer them as little bitty raccoons, in my opinion, but I did try my best to bring them to life, and this is the best I could do. Maybe after I get some more experience under my belt, then I can revisit them and basically make them better. But yeah, so right now I'm creating Tom Nook, the raccoon, the legend himself, Tom Nook. And yeah, there's a lot of like, some people hate Tom Nook, some people love Tom Nook. I love him. I mean, he gives us a house that, yeah, we have to pay for, but we can pay for it with sticks and stones and random things like that. And then for the twins, Timmy and Tommy, I ended up making them Tom Nook's children, because you can't, in this game, like with just create a sim, you can't make them nephews. So they're his sons, even though they're nephews in the Animal Crossing game. And I pretty much just, because Timmy and Tommy look so much alike, I ended up just making one and like creating an identical twin and then changing some of their outfits. And I think I changed the hair on one of them. But yeah, it was real easy to create these two because it was essentially just one sim. So yeah. It was interesting trying to give these two different personalities within their clothing and within their aspirations and stuff, just because even I have to look up to tell them apart. Like, I can't just look at them and know who is who. I tried to give them different personalities, but really, they just have the same personality. There's really no differences. So it was a little bit difficult trying to give them outfits that wasn't just like basically the same outfits as Tom Nook, because they're all working at the shop at different points within the Animal Crossing universe, and in New Horizons they all have the Hawaiian shirts and that thing. So that's what I kind of went with for their main outfits, was the New Horizons Hawaiian shirt look. And then for the shop, as you can see here, I had a really difficult time with trying to get the roof to look good. I always struggle with roofs, so I ended up just expanding it and making a deck on the back of it. Because I took the inspiration for this building from the New Horizons version of Nook's Cranny, and in there is a kind of door where you can see like stairs behind the cash register that go up, and I always assumed that that's where they live because I never see them leave. So they probably just, you know, live up there. That's their house. And yeah. But as I complete the inside of this house, it's not a house, it's a store. But as I complete the inside of the store, it's very empty by the end of it. And I didn't want to fill it up with all these little things because I wanted to have it be like, you can add things, you know? And it's not a set type of thing that is sold here because you buy everything there. There is fruit there, there's tools there, there's every type of item there. And so I tried to go for a very generic looking store, and I feel like I probably made it bigger than I should have, but I needed it to be this big for the upstairs to make sense. And even though I did have a pretty decent size upstairs, and once you see the upstairs, you'll see how small it is. And I kind of had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out, okay, how am I gonna fit 3 little people into this space without making it to where they're all living on top of each other. So I ended up having to put the bathroom downstairs, but once I did that, everything worked out great, you know. It's a little bit funky to move around with because you have to go down the stairs just to go to the bathroom, which isn't the most convenient, especially in the morning when you just wake up. But, you know, I did what I had to do. I'd much rather have them not living in the same room, except for the twins. The twins can stay in the same room, which is what you can see right there that I'm creating. And it's because they don't have much personality, it was difficult to give it life, but I kind of went for like a small, but yet kind of quote unquote bougie aesthetic, because Tom Nook, he apparently has to live this lavish lifestyle if he's always asking for our money, and he has all the money to buy all these fish and bugs from us for amazing prices, you know? He has to be rolling in the dough. Otherwise, he's just bankrupt because he's always buying stuff from me. But yeah, I ended up liking how the upstairs and like their personal area turned out way more than I did the store, because I don't really mess with the stores and like the retail aspect. So, and I guess because it is really bare, it's just not as exciting to look at, in my opinion. So yeah, and then I ended up with doing the outside because I don't have enough plots of land in Newcrest to build a whole bunch of like parks and things that like other people like to put into their islands and their towns and stuff like that. I'm using these shop lots where Nook's Cranny is, to kind of have outdoor and communal activities for them to go to and have fun, since there's not going to be a designated park, if that makes sense, you know? And the things don't make sense back here, but I was like, you know what? I want a skating rink, so we're going to put a skating rink. But see, as you can see through this walkthrough, this is very bland. And I just ran out of ideas of what to put in here. And Yeah, I ended up changing out this archway for an actual door so I could lock it, because as you can see, people, as soon as I like unpaused it, people were in here hanging out. And I don't know who these people are, but they're just playing on the computer. And then here's the bathroom. It's really tiny, but I had to squeeze it in behind the stairwell. And then going upstairs, you have the door to the back porch area and Tom Nook's bedroom. And then also here's the kitchen and the living room area. Again, I don't know who these people are, but I really like this area. This is my favorite part of the whole build. It's just so cozy and quaint. And then this is Timmy and Tommy's room. Got some inspirational posters and then some work stuff and backpacks. And then here is Tom Nook's room. So it's really small. He has his clothes and yeah, not much to it. And then as you can see on the outside, we have some stuff up here, but then majority of the stuff is down on the floor or the ground. It is the floor, but it's called the ground. But down on the ground, and I can just see all our villagers coming over here and hanging out, and it just being a grand old time. So, yeah. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you would have put into this area, because I don't know. Maybe I just need to get better at retail builds. Maybe look at some other retail builds to see, but it just feels really big and empty, and it's just not my favorite. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a great morning or evening whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!